Hi everyone. Good morning. Good morning to everyone who has logged in. And first of all, heartily congratulations to Deepa. It's amazing health transformation she has done with BP medication going away, cycles being normalized, and kudos to Soumya because she helped her through a journey, and that's where she could achieve. And also congratulations to everyone who has achieved some or the other goal in last 1 week, because I was reading a lot of messages. It can be related to anything on your health. You were doing it and you will be able to achieve someday your own goal as well. So before I proceed, I am Amar, and me and my wife, we both connected to the community few years back as we both were looking for our health transformation. So my wife had a postpartum weight loss of 18 kgs roughly, and she has maintained for almost 5.5, 6 years. And I had maybe a digestive health, which was more bothering for me, including 5 to 6 kg of weight loss. And we both transformed it quite long back, and slowly and eventually we are now as the coaches with the community. So today it's not about me, it's more about understanding a very hot topic, which is about intermittent fasting. So let me start sharing my screen. So here we go. And give me 1 second. I hope my screen is visible, correct? Very nice. Thank you so much. So what and how of intermittent fasting? This is a topic which is might not be new for you. You might have heard across all the social media, but let's discuss a bit more. I will try to have it more in terms of layman language so that one can understand it better. But before I start, I would like to understand maybe quickly via chat if you few people who can tell me if ever you have followed intermittent fasting. Maybe quick chats if you want to share with me. Yes, no, yes. Few people who have ever followed intermittent fasting, and let me then begin. So quick, yeah, I see a lot of chats coming. It's pouring in. Yeah, I know it's pouring in. It's pouring in. Very nice. So let's go move forward. So good to know you have followed it. Let's see. Most important topic, because this is one intermittent fasting is widely used and it is one of the most popular thing to be done if someone is looking for a weight loss. That is an important thing people look forward for and they start doing it. But what it is not, let's cover it. What it is not, definitely you have to understand, it's not a diet. It's definitely not a diet. It's not something that you have to fast, which means starve. I will talk about that, what is the difference between fasting and a starving. I will also cover that. Importantly, a lot of people have these weight loss goals in a limited amount of time. So they look for a quick fix. And that's where they start adopting this intermittent fasting by seeing somewhere in social media, by watching some reels, or by just reading quickly, okay, how to do it. And in some cases, maybe you are aware, you're not aware. It is not right for everyone, because some people might have some conditions. It can be a diabetes or it can be some migraine and some other things. You have to be very specific on whether to follow just by reading or just by watching a reel. So it's also we need to understand that it can have some side effect, and definitely it's not a fad. Okay, so before I move forward, so we understood what it is not. Now I'd like to ask again to every one of you via chat, if you can write, if you have ever followed it specifically for weight loss in a quick fix, which means किसी के घर में कोई शादी थी या उनकी खुद की शादी थी, yeah, you wanted to look better, and you have some 3 months period and you immediately started following this intermittent fasting. So maybe a quick chats, few people, yes, I see again chats are pouring in. Yes, so कुछ लोगों ने follow किया है, and good to know that you have followed. But let's understand what is the right way and what are the some other myths, some FAQs in the upcoming presentation which I'll share. So it's what it exactly it is. Now what it is not, we understood what it is. It's basically a diet. It's basically a prioritization of what you eat, not rather than what you eat, rather than what basically when you eat. So the time period, it's not about the fasting. Even if it is called intermittent fasting, it's not कि कितनी देर आप भूखे रहे या कितनी देर fasting किया, but it's more about when you are eating and not just what you eat. So let me detail a bit more to help you understand this statement more better. So it's more like a eating pattern. It's not just about the fasting pattern. It's about the eating pattern between the period of your fasting and eating. So वो period जिसमें आप खा रहे हैं, what is the pattern you are following? That is more important to get a better results on the intermittent fasting. So this is very important, and that's where it's how it works or why it supports our body is very simple. It basically helps us to impact the circadian rhythm, and a lot of people have heard about a circadian rhythm, and here I wanted to add one term. It's also refers to chrononutrition. What exactly is chrononutrition? It's basically a chronological order how our body supports in producing the hormone as per our circadian rhythm and as per our food time. And there are multiple hormones. So hormones which can lead to feeling of hunger, hormones which can lead to feeling of satiety, hormones which can lead to feeling of happiness, dopamine and all, serotonin, hormones which can lead to feeling of sleepiness, the melatonin. So we need to understand that is what it is. Intermittent fasting is also about chrononutrition. So the chronological order where you have a relationship between the cycles when your body is producing hormone and the food timing so that you are able to correlate both of them. That is, in simple words, a definition of intermittent fasting. Let's move forward. So popular methods of intermittent fasting. This is something you all would be looking forward कि जानना चाह रहे कि अच्छा कौन सा method है, because again multiple methods are there, and I would like to interact again with all of you to tell me what all you have followed in intermittent fasting. क्या follow किया? Because lot of people know about it. पढ़ा होगा, सुना होगा, रील देखा होगा, social pressure. So क्या follow किया? In intermittent fasting, what did you follow? In simple words, because a lot of people follow 12-12, 16-8, 14-10. या एक दिन नहीं खाया, या I can see again lot of messages coming in. Yeah, keep pouring it before I tell you more about some documented method of intermittent fasting so that you can get some more idea. I can see a lot of people. Yeah. So let's move forward. So what are some popular method and documented as well? Most popular and documented is 16/8, which means 16 hours of fasting and 8 hours of eating cycle. Okay, in simple words. And again, people customize it, and nothing harm in customizing it. I'll also tell about later why you shall customize it, why it shall be. So this is a simple 16 घंटे आप खा रहे हैं, 16 घंटे you are not eating, you're fasting, and 8 hours you are eating or having a food. The second documented method is called 5:2, which means 5 days of a week you are eating. You are not following any specific time of that eating, but 2 days you are restricting the calories. You are only restricting the calories. You are not following the time. So you are going to almost like 500 to 700 calories at max. This is also another method people follow. Then eat, stop, eat. So you eat for 4 days, you stop for 1 day completely, and then you again eat. That can be a weekly basis of eat, stop, eat, or it can also be a daily basis. A lot of people follow that in the morning, this is my 1 hour of window where I'll eat, and then I'll completely stop, and evening, this is my 1 hour window where I'll eat, and then I'll not stop it. So this is also a lot of customization people do. And then there is an alternate day fasting where you fast every alternate day, or you can also take care of reducing the calories every alternate. So these are some popular documented method of intermittent fasting. And let's move forward on what can be better for me. So frankly speaking, there is no perfect fasting plan. We always need to listen our body. I will talk about that. How can you listen it? Because yeah, body speaks it. I will tell our, but let me move forward on what is intermittent fasting right for you or not? So क्वेश्चन ही हमारे दिमाग, क्या मेरे को करना चाहिए, क्या मेरे लिए ये सही होगा? So I would say instead of asking this question, let's ask these 3 questions. पहला, why you want to do it? क्यों करना चाहते हैं आप? Do you have that first slide in mind when I shared कि हाँ मेरे को quick fix चाहिए in a limited amount of time, I want to weight loss? That might not be the right way. So why you want to try? Second, क्या ये आप कुछ जिंदगी भर करना चाहते हैं? Do you want to plan it, do it forever? That is important, because I, as a coach with the community and helping multiple people for last couple of years, I always tell people, if you want to follow some fancy plans, 3 to 5 day maximum, don't follow for 3 months. Otherwise it will not help you, it might lead to. So instead of that, you follow something you can do for forever. या कुछ ट्राई करना चाहते हो, कहीं देखा किसी ने बोला 3 से 5 दिन maximum, that you can try. So you have to think about, you want to only try for 3 5 days or forever. So that's where we'll talk about what is the right way. And the third question asks, what you hope to achieve. Is it like you want to lose weight to become healthier, or become healthier to lose weight? Ask this question. It's just the reverse of 4 words, but huge difference. If you follow a healthy routine, if you become healthier, the weight loss is byproduct. So what you hope to achieve, that is important. So ये 3 question आप अपने से पूछिए. You'll be able to find the right answer, whether it is for you or not. Let's move forward. Benefit of intermittent fasting. Now, again, before I start, I would like again you all to type something. ट्राई किया है, बहुत लोगों ने टाइप किया, पॉपुलर मेथड को ट्राई किया, क्या बेनिफिट मिला? मे बी आई वुड लाइक टू सी सम चैट्स कमिंग इन. क्या बेनिफिट मिला? आपने फॉलो किया, वॉट एवर मेथड यू फॉलो, कुछ तो बेनिफिट मिला होगा, आई एम श्योर. सो वॉट आर सम बेनिफिट्स यू फॉलो? सो लेट मी सी सम chats coming in. Okay, yes, I can see again lot of chats coming. So let me share now what all it can lead to. Promotes heart health, definitely, because every time we have food, it leads to our formation of cholesterol and triglyceride. Nothing harm, these all are needed for our body, because very simple, we have to understand whatever is there in our body, God has made it, and God will not make it imperfect. तो वो हमें चाहिए, एक लिमिट तक चाहिए. ट्राइग्लिसराइड बेकार नहीं है, कोलेस्ट्रॉल बेकार नहीं है, बट देर आर लिमिट्स फॉर दिस. सो अकॉर्डिंगली इट प्रमोट्स हार्ट हेल्थ. देयर इज अ ह्यूज benefit on reducing the diabetes, because what happens when you limit the eating window, your body or pancreas is not, or liver is not always working to produce the insulin, and eventually you are not your body is able to absorb the insulin properly, or your cells are able to absorb it, so that the glucose level or the energy level flows in the body. So that's where we need to understand कि एक limited period में खाया जाए. Promotes brain health. Yes, very important. Why? Because see, very simple. Even if you might be seeing right now this, your brain is working. कुछ तो दिमाग में thoughts आ रहा होगा ना हमेशा. And if you keep on eating, then the thought process of food also comes, ना कि ये मुझे खाना, ये नहीं खाना. So if you have that limited window, you'll also over a period of time able to give your brain a little bit relaxation. When you are sleeping, you'll give your brain relaxation. You will give your body relaxation, so that it repairs and rejuvenate if you have a limited window of eating period. Then cellular repair, definitely, because when your digestive system works only for some amount of period, your repair and rebuilding works when it is resting. That is what we are talking about, the cellular repair. And yes, अगर ये सारे चीज होंगे, तो I am sure you all agree कि weight loss तो होगा. So that's now what you are doing is healthy routine. You are balancing your health, and the weight loss automatically happens. Also, there are scientific reasons where people have done 40 days of intermittent fasting, or 40 days of fasting, I would not say. 40 days of fasting, there is a documented, they were able to reverse cancer. Of course, I don't know what was the stage, but they were. So it helps to protect against disease as well, because our body is not continuously working. It's the same thing. Our body is like a mechanical thing. We have to give rest. अपनी कार को अगर आप 24 घंटे 7 दिन चलाते रहेंगे, तो it will not. We need to give it rest in our parking area. Same way, our body has to get rest. And yes, eventually, when our body is also resting, the oxidative stress is less, and definitely inflammation. Because inflammation is very simple. It can happen because of the food, because of all the chemicals in the food, molds, and a lot of things. So when we have a specific eating window, and then we have a resting window, our body will automatically repair, and the inflammation will reduce. So these are some of the benefits which are from intermittent fasting. Let's go to the side effect quickly, because people may experience it. And that's where I'll talk next. What is the best way for you, how you can judge it. So if suddenly, जैसे आपने देखा, most popular method 16/8, and right now you eat from morning 7 or 8 a.m. as a breakfast timing, and night 9:30 to 10 p.m. as your dinner timing, तो ये आपका पूरा window है. So suddenly if you move from this hardly 8 or 10 hours of fasting to 16 hours of fasting, it is not recommended. You might have this hunger cravings, headaches हो सकता है, digestive problem, because your body is not used to. Body need that 9:30 a.m. का dinner. तो अगर आप नहीं खाएंगे तो, and it can lead to constipation because you are eating much earlier. Mood changes, yes, and malnutrition also. Lethargy, because you are not eating, your body is not getting enough energy. and sleeping problem as well. So these are some side effects, and that's where let's discuss what is. So always it's best to start with the simplest method. Again, there is no documented procedure of simplest method. You need to connect with a coach or look forward as how you can slowly and eventually you can move forward. Okay. What you can eat during the eating window, again ये एक important topic है. Lot of people think कि मेरे eating window में I can eat everything, even the junk food. Frankly speaking, it again depends. So there is no strict rules. ऐसा नहीं कि वो 16 to 8 hours you are following it and 8 hours you can eat everything. If someone has all 3 meals outside, okay, I'll follow this 8 hours window, उसमें ही मैं बाहर खाना खाऊंगा बाकी 16 hours. It might not help with your proper health routine and your goals. So we need to understand ki what we have to eat is a nutrients dense food, which is important is it shall be like some option is whole grains, lean protein, good fats, and colorful fruits and vegetables. However, I would not say that there will not be a situation. Situation will happen. Even if you are following 16 to 8, there may be situation, or you are following 15 to 11, 14, 10. Situations आएंगे, but that shall be occasional. And these occasions shall not happen every week. कि every week एक दिन तो मैं खाऊंगा ही. वो intermittent fasting के अंदर या eating window के अंदर मैं junk पूरा अच्छे से खाऊं. So have once or twice in a month. That still will be better to follow. Now let's move to quickly the last thing, common FAQs. Can I eat junk? I already said not every day. Once or twice in a month, yes. That is important. Which one is the simplest method? The one which suits you. If you are right now having this 12 hours of eating and 10 hours of fasting, you move to 11 hours of eating and 13 hours of 11 hours of 13 hours of fasting. Slowly you move it. That is important. So that way your body will not get a jerk so that it starts giving you side effect. Okay. Does intermittent fasting help me lose weight faster? Answer is maybe yes, but long term you might regain back. So you have to understand this as well. And can I exercise? This is one of the common FAQs लोग मेरे से पूछते हैं. Again, see your body. Check your body. When you're starting it, you can have little bit of nuts before you exercise. So that your intermittent fasting is not really a full meal, but and slowly you can start reducing it that way. And also during the exercise period, start with a small or low intensity workout to see your body support or not. Agar wo support karta hai, to then you move forward. Okay. So this is what I wanted to discuss. And before I wrap it up, I would like to share a couple of things, 3 things. I can share many things, but 3 important things: practice, practice, and practice. Intermittent fasting is also about a practice. You practice it to make it a habit and culture for lifetime. First thing. Second, remember, follow what suits you. Don't follow what I have shared here immediately. Always, if you have doubts, check back with your coach or the person who's invited you. He'll help you to plan your intermittent fasting window very well. Follow it, what suits your body. Small changes slowly will benefit you. And last thing, small wins every day to get benefit for lifelong. This is what I wanted to share, 3 important topics as a summary, and back to the host. Thank you so much for listening, everyone.